What's up, guys? I'm here with another episode coming at you. I have here two separate orders for FNX 45s with TLR1s. Now, I know I've done quite a few FNX videos on YouTube, and TLR1 is no stranger. It's one of my favorite platforms, best gun on the market, well, in my opinion. 15 plus 1, you know, and then the predecessor of the FN 545, which is the 509 style, but in a 45. Anyways, so I have one order for a Safariland mid drop, which I have right here, and another order for DCL Combat Loop, which I have right here. Now, we all know, since I've done videos on these before, that I have the Pale Horse mold with the trim jig. So these are going to be quick, bada bing, bada boom, get them out, yada yada yada. So one of these is going to Texas, the other one is going to North Carolina. And well, I was going to show you that, hey, this blocking for the Safariland, boom, there it is. Quick, couple minutes, done. It'll take longer in the press to get the kydex to heat up than will be to block this out, because I get these with no blocking. And then swap it out and show you how fast you could swap out and knock out different configurations of belt attachments. But there's something, I obviously known of this, I just didn't realize it was this particular one. The Safariland 3-hole blocking is the T. So you got bam, bam, and bam. And we know it fits this elongated smiley face on the Safariland mid-drop. So, but if you notice, it's got these 3 holes right here as well. And obviously, these 2 up here fit the T blocking. So I did overlook that for this one, but I just realized, hey, I don't need to change out the blocking because I was going to go for the T blocking that I have right here, which we all know fits this, bada bing. So I don't even have to worry about swapping this stuff out. And technically, in the long run, that'll give this customer the ability to go back and forth from Safariland, which is completely covered by the size of the combat loop, to, well, to switch back and forth between these and everything in between that fits. Even getting some, well, actually, don't even matter, because you can fit a lot of stuff to this, including these, also RTIs, and obviously the QLS fork and all that fun stuff. So that one piece of blocking is going to do all of these holsters. So luckily, I only have 2 right now for this. I actually went through my orders and checked for any more FNX 45s, because generally if I'm doing one, I just pull them all together to get them out, because it's a lot easier than to tear down and set up. So let's just knock one of these out and go from there. So there's a little tip for you. So let's just do it. So the cool part is both of these orders don't require a hood, which is awesome because there's a lot more blocking for that. But we know, and you can see where I've put them before, we know that it's going to go right around here. Let's knock it down a little bit. There we go. And the only thing we really have to do is put a piece of blocking underneath it and then tape it there, and then we are good to go. So how much easier is that to do than to block out, you know, a mold gun or the actual firearm, and bada bing, there it is. Yep. I am 100% happy with that. It's not tilting, not going anywhere, and that's it. So I'm going to go ahead, close that, and we got 2 of them going down, one in coyote brown carbon fiber and the other one in black carbon fiber. So apparently it's a day of carbon, so let's knock them out. Toss you up. I'm gonna wipe it down real quick, and this is ready to go to swap from that to that. First one that's going in is the coyote brown, and then I still have to cut the black carbon fiber, so I gotta do that as well. So these are gonna look good. Like I said, favorite platform. So we have our black carbon fiber and our coyote carbon fiber. That just looks awesome. So I'm looking forward to just getting these done, getting these out, catching up on more. And just another friendly tip when doing vacuum forming, even the same thing with foam pressing, make sure your mold is absolutely spotless. Make sure the press is spotless, because you can get debris and hair and stuff that cooks into it, and it'll pull off of the mold into it. Now, these ones are just hanging up over there. which means that, you know, dust and stuff from the CNC machine and other machines, cutting apparatuses, can get dust on it. So I do a quick blow of the mold, and so this one's ready to go. We have 100 seconds left of the Coyote, and then I'm going to immediately put in the black carbon fiber, which is sitting right there. And while that other one is heating up, I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to drill these points that I need to drill to get it ready for the trimming. So, like I said, the other one's in the press, and this one I'm building as that one's heating up. Still have 30 seconds left on the black one, and this already drilled, cut, and trimmed before that other one even came out. Again, first one, and then this one is ready to trim, and then we're going to add those later. I normally cut these on the slots right here on my laser, but my laser's inside right now, so I'm going to go ahead and show you what I do if I'm not rocking the laser. And we also need to get this to where we want to cut it. So I'm going to go from the top of the mag, just a small angle right here. So do that on both of them, and then I'm just going to cut that on the bandsaw, and then we can go ahead and buff the edges or sand the edges. So there we are right there. All right, and then when you want to cut your slots, you go ahead and I bolt in what we're doing. Just make sure that the threaded post you use sits below the surface. And then I'll cut that with a Dremel router bit. And with that Dremel bit, and use that as a template, here we have the holes. And I'm just going to rinse and repeat. And then I already have the heat strip up to fold it. Round two. All right, so we'll start off with the black one, and that one's the, oh, I'm set up for the other one. So let's start with this one. So this one's going to be the combat loop. Get the crap off of it. Well, the dust and the shavings and all that stuff. All right, and combat loop, so we're going to go and make the triangle, and of course they're slotted so that the end user can throw on Safariland if they want. Let's get the hardware in. Come on. I hate when you get that flap, so you can't do anything. There's 1 and 2. All right. And then we're going to go ahead. I'm going to mount that upside down. You could also use that as a, so if you hit it there, you could adjust where you want. By the way, it's a lot easier to mount these when they're upside down. So we'll go ahead and throw this in. We'll do a little bit of blue juice on this. That way the customer can still swap them out if they want to. Get that in there. Line everything up, and I just tighten these to the point where the screw sticks out the back end, but not too much. All right, so there's one. Now let's get the Safariland on there. And with the Safariland, I'm going to start off with the same thing. Go ahead and clean it real quick. I gotta say, I love the looks of the black carbon. Coyote brown is nice, but man, I love the black carbon. All right. I have to get these guys in here because with the retention hardware in, it is a pain in the boys to do that. And just for reference, MRD posts, which are the same size, the 1/2 inch, they're thinner diameter, and they go down a lot quicker. Oh, did I only get 3? Oh, I got wrong. All right, now we can do this. Alright, we'll swap out the hardware. Again, this was no hood, so it makes it a lot quicker. Got a little oil on this. And I like these, the Safariland UBLs because they have the adjustable cant option. So there's one. And that's the reason why I don't do Loctite on these, because they're made to be adjusted. And they have locking washer built into them. There's 1, 2, and 3. So now you're looking at same blocking, 2 different style holsters. Well, 2 of the same style holsters with 2 different belt attachments, as you can see right here. So there you go. And obviously they're shaped the same because it was used as a trim jig. This one, you move these for the width of your belt and have the locking capability so you can't push it. Bada bing. And then this one, the UBL mid drop with a slight cant outward so everything clears your vest. And there you got that. 2 orders. And that was about 26 minutes or so to make both of these. And that is not too bad. So I am liking that. And the nice, quick, and easy, painless process that vacuum entails. So again, 1 blocking, many different opportunities. So that's a win right there. You know, sometimes when I see tricks like these, I think to myself, huh, how did I not think of that? So, well, here you go. So if you had, you know, the idea that you had to swap out the blocking to make it work, well, now you know. I've known this for a while, and I keep forgetting about it because I was going to use the T blocking on this holster, but now I don't need to. So it was 1 blocking, so the process was much faster. And as you can see, I was able to form, cut, trim this one, the brown one, while this one was being heated up in the heat press. So that right there is a win. And that's usually what I do when I'm doing store orders or vacuuming trims for other people or shells for other people. While one is in the press, one is getting processed. So here we go. Well, the kids decided to set the car alarm off on my truck out there, so I had to shut that down. Anyways, the black F&X rig is going out to Pearland, Texas, to Mr. Mario, so shout out to you, buddy. And the other one is going to North Carolina to a gentleman named Michael, so these are going to be heading out tomorrow, and I am looking forward to knocking down those orders and continuing. So I do have a little bit of a lead time. It is listed on the website, so just so everyone knows, you know, it is there. But on that note, I'm going to go ahead, get on to the next one, and just keep on pushing to try and get these out to you guys. Huge shout out to holstersmith and knifekits.com for providing everything you see in these videos, and I will see you guys on the next one.